Hey, it's Randy from Funeral Funds of America. In this video, we're going to show you the actual cost for $25,000 worth of burial, cremation, final expense, life insurance, or funeral funds for a 56-year-old male. Now, first thing you need to understand, you can go directly to our website. We've got these free quoters on just about every page. Fill the state that you live in. We are licensed in all 50 states, by the way. Fill in the coverage amount, and then put your birthday, fill in the rest. Go click Get Quotes Now. It'll take you to a page that will show you all the best insurance companies with the lowest pricing in your state. Now, you can also call us at our toll-free number, 888-862-9456. Now, the first thing you should ask yourself if you're a 56-year-old female looking at $25,000, or maybe you even have that much insurance, is that going to be enough for your final expense needs? Now, the average cost of a cremation right now in the United States is between $1,000 to $2,000. That's if you come home in a cardboard box or an urn. And the average cost of a cremation where you have some sort of a ceremony, like a remembrance of life or celebration of life ceremony, that's typically going to be like $3,500 to $4,500. So $25,000 is more than enough. If you've got a $25,000 policy, you can stop watching the video. If you're looking for coverage, then we probably would not recommend $25,000 coverage, because you'd be overinsured. And we typically recommend you don't get extra insurance just to leave money for your family, because most people we help are on a fixed or limited income, and they should really just be focusing on taking care of their final expenses, not giving other people kind of money. But we can help you out with that. And really, if you're going to overinsure, you'd probably be better off spending that money on your family while you're alive versus giving it to an insurance company. And you'll have those memories, and they'll have those memories for the rest of their life. So consider that as well, too. So for a cremation, we'd probably recommend, maybe $5,000 to $7,000. And if you're going to have that cremation in a ceremony, maybe $7,000 to $10,000. Just keep in mind, if your budget's tight, just get a smaller amount of insurance that will, especially with first day coverage, that will take care of your most immediate needs. We can always help you add more coverage later. Now, if you're going to have a burial, the average cost of a burial right now in the United States is right around $10,000. And I can tell you one thing, it's not going to be anything fancy, but, hard to imagine that most funeral homes aren't going to accept a $10,000 check rather than let that check walk down the street to their competition. But again, it won't be anything fancy. So if you're 56 years old and you plan on living to 66 and maybe 76 or 86, you probably want some more coverage. Now, you may not need $25,000, maybe $15,000 or $20,000 is enough. Again, if your budget's tight, get what you can afford right now. We can always help you add more coverage later. But if it's within your financial means and you want $25,000, we can help you out with that too. So one thing we absolutely recommend is getting first day coverage or benefits. And that's exactly what we help people with at Funeral Funds of America. Reason that's important is you don't know if you're going to live another 20 seconds or another 20 years, right? So we want to make sure that, God forbid, if your policy started today and you died tomorrow, it's going to pay out and your family's not going to have to worry about this. The only way to assure that is get first day coverage, which is what we help people with at Funeral Funds of America. Now, a lot of people would say, yeah, I really want first day coverage, but I'm not in that great of health. I've got some health issues. And to that we say, hey, you know what? We work with enough different insurance companies that they've all got different underwriting requirements. And 95% of the time, we're able to get people either first day coverage or benefits. So let us do the worrying on that. Just reach out to us if you've got health issues. Really, the only reason we wouldn't be able to get first day coverage is if you had some really significant health issues, like maybe a terminal illness and you're going to pass away in the next 12 months, or dementia, or you're on dialysis, or you're in a hospital or in a nursing home. And if that's the case, we'd probably refer you out to a different insurance company. But we also get people, they'll call us. Seems like once a week we get a call from somebody. Hey, we had a family member pass away this last weekend or this last week, and they didn't have insurance, and we don't have any money. The body's down at the funeral home. The funeral home's not going to do anything till they get a check. So we need to get this insurance really quickly so that we can get a check to the funeral home director. And we have to let them know that there's no insurance company in the United States that is going to issue a policy on a person who's already dead. So it's just a tough, sad situation, because the person who died knew they were going to die someday. They didn't do anything about it. and they just left this for their family to deal with. And now their family's not only suffering a financial hardship, but also an emotional hardship. And it's a downright dirty thing to do. Don't do that to your family. Don't do that to your loved ones. Get this insurance before you actually need it. Now, the one thing we don't recommend is 2-year waiting period plans. And Colonial Penn, probably one of the most better well-known ones, I guess, out there, probably because they seem to advertise all the time on TV. Seems like you see their commercial every 7 minutes on TV. And, there's other companies out there that are 2-year waiting periods. Mutual of Omaha, their United of Omaha product, AIG, Gerber. And there's other insurance companies out there, too, that, the only thing they offer is a 2-year waiting period plan. And some of those companies have done a pretty good job at convincing the American public that if you're over age 50, the only thing you can qualify for is a 2-year waiting period plan. And nothing could be further from the truth. And we laugh at that. Ha! Ha, ha, ha. Because we offer first day coverage. That's the only thing we offer at Funeral Funds of America, first day coverage or benefits. So a lot of people would watch, a lot of 56-year-old females would watch that Colonial Penn commercial, and they would go, oh my gosh, I could probably get, $20,000, $30,000, $40,000, maybe even $50,000 for $9.95. What a deal. And then they talk with one of the agents, or they check online, and a 56-year-old female, for $9.95 one unit, it will only pay out $1,719. And that's hardly even enough for a cremation these days. And it doesn't really matter because it's got a 2-year waiting period, and it's not going to pay out for 2 years if you die of a health or medical reason. And that $1,719 is going to be worth less than in 2 years than it is now due to inflation. So just be a smart, educated shopper. Don't fall for kind of marketing, I guess, for lack of a better term. Let's see if they can even offer $25,000. They max out at 15 units, and let's just see what that would be. Okay, so that's as close as you'll get to $25,784, because with the $995 plan, it's $995 per unit. You always end up with these kind of wackadoodle numbers like $785 or whatever at the end. Most other insurance companies, you can just get an even $25,000, but not with this. Just weird. But let's take a look and see if you can actually get better pricing on first day coverage. So we got $25,000 here, female, age 56, and get quote. Let's find out that pricing. Now, as a reminder, this is roughly $25,000 for roughly $150. We can actually get $25,000 here, and that's going to be $63 with Trinity Life Insurance Company. We work with them. They're a terrific company, and we can help you get a policy with them. Level coverage means first day coverage. So it's $63, and remember, this is $149. So this would be $126 if you doubled it, and this is $149. So keep in mind, Colonial Penn is way more than 200% higher than a first day coverage company, and you're going to have a 2-year waiting period, and you're going to end up overpaying every single day for the rest of your life. So this is roughly $60, $40. It's roughly, I'm going to say $80. Let's just say that's even $5 less. Say $80. So 8 times 12, or 80 times 12 is $960 more a year. You will pay, after 10 years, $9,600 more, roughly, for a Colonial Penn policy for almost the exact same coverage that you would get first day coverage. Why would you do that? Why would you overspend? Why would you overpay like almost $10,000? And that's assuming you live 10 years. You know, if you live 20 or 30 years, now you're money behind on the policy, and it makes no sense. So don't do that. Don't get 2-year waiting period policies when you qualify for first day coverage. All right, let's look here. I find another company that advertises quite a bit. Lincoln Heritage here. They're a fine company, I guess. Level coverage, first day coverage, but it's $97, so almost $100. Now they've got a deal where if when you pass away, they will call 2 or 3 different funeral homes, something like that, and get the best pricing. Maybe you do a couple other things, but you end up paying for that in premium. So it's almost $100 versus 63. So it's roughly almost 40. Let's just say it's 30. I'll give them the benefit of the doubt price wise. That's $360 more a year. That is $3,600 more after 10 years. It's probably close to $4,000 for a company to call 2 or 3 companies or maybe funeral homes and do a couple other things. Most people would say that, paying roughly $4,000 is pretty excessive for something that's probably going to take, 30 minutes. I don't know, maybe a little bit more. That's a pretty good paycheck. So we don't recommend that at all. At Funeral Funds, we actually offer a free funeral and estate planning guide. You fill that out in advance, who gets what goes where, and what your final wishes are, where you want your body to go, kind of done, all that stuff. And we recommend you just keep that with the insurance policy. And that way, when you pass away, your family's got everything all together. They know exactly what you want done. They know that you, well in advance of your death, had prepared for this day, and you didn't want them, emotionally burdened. They'll know exactly what to do. You've got the insurance policy, so they're not burdened financially. And boy, that's the ultimate gift of love right there. Taking care of somebody well in advance of something that you knew was going to happen and it was going to be difficult for them. So there's other companies here. Let's take a look. You'll be able to see all these companies, like Limico's 87 versus 63. So that's more than $20 more a month. Let's say it's 20. That's $240 a year. That's an extra $2,400 after 10 years. If you live 20 years, that's an extra $4,800 roughly. So why would you overspend that money? Keep that money in your own pocket. Spend it on your family while you're alive. Don't give it to an insurance company. Just go to our website. You can fill out our quarter form here. We've got a special one for our YouTube visitors and watchers. That's funeralfunds.com/YouTube. And we've got special rates and discounts there for you. And then you can call us at our toll-free 888-862-9456. And whether you have an existing policy right now and you just want to price shop it or add coverage to it, we can help you with that. If you're looking for a brand new policy, we can help you out with that. If you just want help or information or tips, we can help you out with that. We really look forward to helping you with this, and we can't wait to talk to you. And until that day comes, you stay safe, you take care, you have a nice day. Bye-bye.